You're gonna make so many people uncomfortable when you become your true self. But that is okay. Why? Because this is your journey. That's why. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sheree. On this channel, I'll talk all about spirituality and just my experiences in general. If you want to rock with me, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the video. So today I want to talk about self-sabotage. What is self-sabotage and how do we go from sabotaging ourselves to loving ourselves, right? Think about internally, right? Think about that internal voice of negativity that speaks to you throughout the day. Think about it. For example, I am not good enough. I am not pretty enough, that's too hard for me. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Stuff like that is like that inner voice of negativity. And where does that come from, right? That comes from experiences in our lives. That comes from childhood, right? Things we learned along our journey, our parents' beliefs. A lot of the times our parents will instill their beliefs in us because they think it's their job to instill those beliefs, right? But they don't really mean any harm. They just really want us to avoid the mistakes they made, or they just really want us to have a good life. That is their intention, but a lot of the times it affects us differently. So that self-sabotaging is that inner voice of negativity that we feel about ourselves and we think about ourselves that stems from our experiences in life. So how do we stop this cycle of self-sabotaging? The first step is to become aware that you're even doing it. So many of us are walking around like sleepwalking, creating our lives unconsciously, not realizing that we're sabotaging ourselves, right? I mean, it's like on autopilot. So the first step is self-realization, becoming aware that you're even doing it, right? The second step is unlearning. Unlearning all of this that you picked up on your journey, that you picked up along the way on your journey that has been negatively affecting you. So think about, and I want to say unlearning doesn't happen overnight, and unlearning is not the same for everyone. Why? Because we all have different perspectives. My fears are not the next man's fears or the next woman's fears, right? What I believe about myself is not what the next person believes about their self. So we all have different perspectives of how we see ourselves and how we see the world. You can do exercises and you can do meditations that'll help you really learn yourself, right? And sit with your thoughts. You become the observer of your thoughts when you meditate. You become aware of what you're thinking throughout the day. You become aware of your emotions throughout the day, right? And you start slowly, gradually change that part about you that is that negative, that point of attraction, right? So that is the journey to self-love, becoming aware of yourself, changing those things, changing those beliefs. That is the journey to self-love. I want to share an example with you of my own journey of how I've self-sabotaged myself in the past, and my the unlearning process that I'm going through right now. So when I was younger, all my life, my mom's been a Christian, and Christianity is a religion, and I've been taught these things. Oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. A lot of it that affected me the most is that, you should get married, you shouldn't have sex before marriage, you shouldn't like the opposite sex, you can go to hell, you're gonna be judged, it's bad, it's wrong. And all of those things I internalized, right? I made them a part of my belief system, even though it didn't feel good, but I still made them a part of my belief system. And so I pretty much based my choices in life off of those belief systems. I pretty much sabotaged myself because it wasn't really what my true self was aligned to, right? My true self isn't really aligned to that. And so it caused a lot of friction for me in my life. Example, I got married very young because I didn't want to be having sex before marriage, right? I felt bad, I felt guilty about it, I felt low about it, you know? So I jumped into a marriage at 20, I got married early before I even realized who I was, right? Before I even went on a journey of discovering who I was. As I was finding out my sexuality, I found out that I do like women, you know? So I was battling myself eternally, and for years, I had hid that part of me. And I felt guilty, and I felt bad, and I felt wrong for being this way. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. You know, people are going to judge me if they find out, stuff like that. So I was sabotaging myself. That religion and that belief did not align with me. It did not align with me, and I know because it did not feel good to me, right? So going through this awakening, I realized that, and I had that aha moment and that light bulb. And let me tell you something, when you become your true self, when you stop listening to what others think and believe, you know, when you start thinking for yourself and becoming your true self, you set yourself free. And freedom is the biggest gift that you could ever give yourself. I'm gonna say that again. Freedom is the biggest gift, the best gift you could ever give yourself, is to set yourself free. And I'm not saying that being a Christian is wrong, that my mother being a Christian is wrong, because that helped her in her life, right? Being a Christian has helped her in her journey. But just because that worked for her doesn't mean it's gonna work for me, right? She aligned to that, and that helped her along her journey and get through her life. But that doesn't mean it's gonna be the same for me, because every path is different. Every journey is different, right? That is her perspective, this is my perspective, right? So, and when you think of, try not to judge people or think of right and wrong, because when you think of right and wrong, good and bad, you keep yourself in the mindset of this dream. You keep yourself in the mindset of this matrix when you say right or wrong, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? When you realize that everybody is on their own journey to personal freedom, you know what I'm saying? That is so rewarding, and that is freedom itself, to even realize that you and everybody else in the world is on their own personal journey to freedom and becoming their truest self. And just because they believe that doesn't mean necessarily it's going to fit for my life and my perspective and my journey. So yeah, so this is all about self-love. On this channel, I'm spreading love and I'm spreading light, and I am setting my intentions. My intentions is to inspire people and to liberate people and to help people realize the power they have within them, and really to inspire and help people become their truest versions of themselves. Once you become your truest version of yourselves, you set yourself free. So I want to say thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for more videos to come. Yeah. Peace out.